Hey, hello and welcome to Bitchin and Ruby's Kitchen, and I'm Ruby. Today we're making Rowdy Ruby spring rolls. I'm gonna make a savory version for you, and we're going to make a sweet version with fruit. And what else? We've got an idea for a theme song, and since the title of the show is Bitchin' in Ruby's Kitchen, I've been thinking I'd like to hear from all of you about what you like to bitch about when you're feeling the itch to bitch. So I'd like you to send me a message and let me know. Give me, maybe 3 short things that really tick you off that you feel like bitching about, and I'll incorporate them some way into my new theme song and hopefully have that done by next week. It is just going to be the most fun project for me, and if you get to take part in it, that's what you get. You get to take part. You probably get no money and nothing, but you get to share your complaints, and I will air your grievances for you, and you'll hear them every single week, and maybe that'll be a weight off your shoulders, and you'll never have to bitch about that thing again. See how this works? All right, so let's get to spring rolls. I want my water to cool down that I've just boiled for my rice noodles. These are little rice vermicellis. You'll find these in the ethnic section of your grocery store. I can't tell you if they're gluten-free because I'm not knowledgeable about that stuff, but I'll work on it. We're gonna soak these in some hot water, but I don't want to soak them just yet. The water's a little too hot, and I don't want them to cook that quickly because we're just gonna soak them shortly and pull them out and set them aside because we're gonna be putting them into our lovely spring rolls. So we're gonna make a sauce to go with the spring rolls, okay? I've got about 3 tablespoons of chunky peanut butter. You can use creamy, okay? It's no big whoop. You can use creamy. This is going to be about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then I threw in some apple cider vinegar, about a tablespoon of it, because I'm out of rice vinegar, and it's a damn shame, but it is what it is. So apple cider vinegar works just great. They're both a tangy vinegar. Hallelujah. Okay, I'm gonna add the juice of a whole lime to this crap. All right, this is a lemon squeezer, but guess what? It squeezes limes and oranges too. So you don't need 3 of these things. You don't need a green one, you don't need an orange one and a yellow one. Just get one that fits all 3 and fucking juice your fruit with it. All right. Now, some people don't like a lot of garlic. I do. I'm going to grate in 3 tablespoons. All right, right into my little, I'll try to pull this back so you can see it a little bit. Hello, Facebook user. If you go in and give your permissions to StreamYard to use your name, I will see your name across the bottom of my screen. So I'm grating in 3 cloves of garlic. All right. With this little fine grater, this is good for Parmesan. You got to be careful because it's sharp as fuck. Once you get down there, you can always I always cut my nails on it. And so, maybe in my kitchen, you might be eating a piece of my nail. You never know. But you know what? I'll tell you what, in a professional restaurant, it ain't no different. All right, so I have a tiny whisk. Okay, I'm gonna kind of just work that up a little bit, getting it combined. To this, I'm also gonna add about 2 tablespoons of honey to sweeten it. You could use maple syrup, I'm just eyeballing it. You know what about 2 tablespoons looks like. If you don't like honey, you don't use honey. If you don't want it very sweet, then don't use the honey. You can grate ginger into this and give it a ginger quality. I think I need actually a bigger bowl because this is not going to whisk together too well. But hey. All right. So y'all get to watch me whisk for a while, which is always fun. Let me see if I can see these questions. I will have a great kitchen gadgets. Oh, that's great. All right, so I'm also to this going to add, because I like the way it tastes, a little bit of sesame oil. I think it makes it a little creamier, a little dreamier. I haven't made this in a really long time, so we're going to see. Another thing you can dip your spring rolls in is that beautiful sweet chili dip. I did have some of that, but I didn't check the date. And unfortunately, it had a little creature growing on top of it, so I had to get rid of it. See, these are things I don't make too often, and it's so easy. They're just a little time consuming to put everything together. Right? What have I got here? Yes, they're very good. They're very good. And I'll tell you what, the ones that we're going to have, I'm going to dip a little piece of cucumber in here because I want to see if it tastes like shit. It kind of tastes like shit. It needs something else. It's got too much lime. Well, I'll put more peanut butter on it later. It needs more honey. It needs more peanut butter. It needs a little dash of ginger. And it needs a little more sesame oil. Yeah. But we're going to fuck with that later. Because right now what I want to fuck with is these noodles. A lot of people will shy away from these recipes because they say, oh no, how do you do that? How do you cook noodles without boiling them? Well, it's easy. You just pour some water over them that's very hot. So we're going to dip these. We're going to just kind of smush them down into this water. Holy Christ, it's hot as fuck. I'm going to use this because I don't want to reach for nothing else. And it don't matter if it gets a little garlic on it because why not? All right, so you just want to kind of keep an eye on this because you don't want them to get real mushy. You know, you want them to be like still a little al dente when they get into your spring rolls. So I'm just going to kind of work them in this water. The water gets, you know, it's getting all the starchy shit off of it. The water's turning all cloudy. That's what you want to see. Let's see. So if anybody is new, I'll repeat what I'm looking for our theme song. I've decided that I'd like to include experiences from everybody. So if you want to send me a personal message with a few things that you like to bitch about when you're bitching in the kitchen, I'm going to take those things and incorporate them into a theme song. And every week you'll hear that that grievance that I'm airing for you, and hopefully it takes a weight off your shoulders. Isn't that wonderful? Welcome everybody who's here today. I'm not quite sure. I'm not able to see right now, and that's all right. When I go back, I'll be able to see. Okay, so see, these are starting to they're really starting to loosen up. Let's see if I can bring it a little closer for you. See how they're no longer looking like these stiff motherfuckers, right? All right. All right, I'm going to let them kind of chill for a minute now that they're all kind of in the water. I don't want to let them chill too long. I'm using a pastry mat to work this stuff today. And I'm also making chicken and pork. How fun is that? So, where is my cutting mat? We're just gonna slice these pork chops. You can use leftover pork chops, leftover chicken. You know, you don't need to fry it up. This is a great recipe to use leftovers with. Just wonderful recipe for leftovers, you know. And you slice up one pork chop, you can make that into like 5 spring rolls. Because the spring rolls are all about the vegetables, you know, and you don't have to put meat in them. You can put whatever you want in them, whatever kind of vegetables you like to eat. We're going to use some romaine lettuce and some yellow pepper, and we're going to use cucumbers and carrots and cabbage, and of course these beautiful noodles that we are going to yank right now. Just set them aside and let them cool. Yep, perfect. All right. One more time. And yes, I talk to myself a lot in the kitchen. Let's see. If I'm missing anything, John or my lovely directors, producers, directors, extraordinaires, everybody wears so many hats in the Cosmos Creative Network that it's hard to keep them straight. I'm new, I'm learning, but give it up for them. And you guys, if I'm missing anything, welcome. You're welcome to chime in at any time with any questions you have about this chicken and pork delicious spring rolls. All right, guys. Here's the intimidating part. Everybody's always worried about these. Oh God, how do you use them? It's so simple. It is so simple. And I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is. All right, I've got a plate here off to the side. I want to kind of move it in so you can see it a little better. You guys happen to check out Mitch the Kitchen Bitch today? Mitch is back there with his new friend. Well, he's not new. He's been up on the refrigerator for a while, but I took him down. He's creepy. Let's see if I can't pull this up maybe. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. Sorry. I went to see the comments because I could see there were some comments, but I can't read them. All right, so sometimes these stick together, but they're like a dime a dozen. They're these little rice papers. You can do other cool things with them too, but today we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about making spring rolls. All right. So, looks like a little piece of plastic. We're going to take it and just dip it in the water on our plate. Once on each side. Right, and that's it. You don't want to fuck with it too much. You don't want to get it too wet. I'm laying it here on a pastry mat. All right. It's pretty non-stick. Start to see that this is getting pretty pliable. So I'm determining if I want it to go one more time in the water or not. Maybe just one more little dip. We'll see. It's been a while. It's been a while. All right, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't want to go too much because the vegetables are a little wet themselves, okay? Here's what you want to do. You want to get yourself a chunk of romaine lettuce, okay? And this is going to kind of be like a basket for all the shit you're putting inside of this, okay? I'm going to take a little bit of these drained vermicellis. Let's see here. Sorry. Just get everything behind me. Let's grab another piece of lettuce because that one touched everything in sight. Let's see. All right, so your vermicellis, right? Vermin whatevers. You want to work fast because your sheet will get very rubbery quickly, and you're going to see what I mean. I should have actually worked faster. This probably isn't going to work. Okay, I'm throwing in a carrot, throwing in a couple pieces of, you know, what is that? Bell pepper. Putting the meat down here. This is the pork. We're making a pork one, okay? I'm going to take a little bit of cabbage, and a nice long wiggly carrot, okay? I'm just going to kind of stick it in here. This one is not going to be the best one, all right? This is the one that's going to be our test one. You want to peel your wrapper up from your pastry mat, and you want to wrap. Oh, I forgot one step, but we'll do that next after we've done this one. You want to fold in the sides. It's going to stick together quite nicely. But now you don't want it to rip, so if you find you've overstuffed it and you can't get everything back in, you know, as you're rolling it, all right, as you roll it, it's going to stick together. Look at that. Would you look at that? It's like fucking magic. And it's rowdy, Ruby's, because I swear a lot. That's what Greg Gannon from the Drunkles has nicknamed me. All right, I forgot to grab somewhere to put this, so let me find somewhere to put it. And we're gonna make another. All right, we're gonna make it, and then we'll kind of show what they all look like, right? Here we go. Here we go. Rowdy Ruby, exactly, John. Exactly. Okay, so let's see, I want a nice one that's not got any rips in it because it will rip easily. Okay, so we just dip in the water, let it sit for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, okay? Then we're throwing it on our pastry sheet while we prepare. This one, I want to make a chicken, okay? But I want to add a little cilantro, so I'm going to lay cilantro down in the first, and we'll see why. I'll show you guys why in a minute. All right, you just use a couple leaves. You don't have to overdo it. I know cilantro is not for everybody. You could use like flat leaf parsley. You could use other herbs you like, maybe basil, maybe some like Thai basil or something fancy like that, okay? And this is where I'm going to throw down my chicken. Just got a little bit of chicken here. Sliced chicken from the day before. You don't want to overheat it because it's already dry as fuck, so here you go. This is what you do. And I'm going to grab a little piece of romaine again. You could use iceberg lettuce. What you basically just need is like, a basket to put all the shit in, right? You need a basket. So we do our noodles again. All right. I think that's a little bit too much. I'm grabbing too many noodles. They're a real pain in the ass to work with. I'm not going to lie. They stick together. And I don't necessarily want to add any extra oil to them to get them to kind of separate. But you see. Don't shy away, though. Don't shy away just because. All right, so this one I'm going to go with my long, slinky carrots. All right, I'm going to throw in a cucumber chunk. I've got some green onions that I sliced fancy on the angle. Slice them however you fucking want to. They taste the fucking same. There's a little bit of yellow bell pepper. My yellow pepper was a little wilty. I said, shit, I'm going to use it anyways because it's completely deliciously ripe and sweet. Okay, so I folded up the end of my paper. Now my wrapper, rice paper wrapper. Okay, it sticks together so nicely. So you fold in your edges, right? This piece right here, I notice it's a little firm. When you roll it up, as it sits in the fridge, if there's any firmness in your wrapper, it is going to just go away. But I tried to make it look fancy, but fuck it all to hell. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's going to taste delicious. Let's do one more to show you how easy it is. And then we'll get to our strawberry one. I want to thank everybody in the Cosmos universe, especially Mr. Dennis Tardin, for creating the safe space for me to do this show and show you guys how to make some fun stuff. All that jazz. Ooh, I accidentally grabbed 2, so we're going to be working with 2, I guess. We are going to be working with 2. Thanks for coming on, one and all. Yes, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do not want to throw these down on a very wet thing because they will just get very, very wet. So let's try it out. All right, so 2 left. Here we go. This time, I'm going to put a little green onion in one. You know, I kind of want that to show through. That's pretty. Green onion and how about a little piece of bell pepper. We'll make it pretty. And we're going to do this one with our leftover pork chops. Just nice little thin slices of leftover pork chops. You know, just another way to use up your shit. I'm going to grab that romaine basket. You could use butter lettuce, or that's shit that's really expensive that people like to put chicken wraps in, and we'll make those one day too. We'll make like little chicken lettuce wraps. We'll make the filling. It's so easy. You guys will not believe it. Also, if you guys have any nasty things you want to send me, oh, dare I say nasty, anything you want to send me to taste test. Last week I had a can of Spam that we gave a try, and that was quite disgusting. I do have a P.O. box. If you'd like to send anything to it, you can reach me at Ruby Rae, Post Office Box, 207, Gilberts, Illinois, 60136. How about that? All right, so we're gonna wrap that up a little bit. Lay it on top. Pull our wrapper over. See how simple this is? Get your kids involved. They can put whatever vegetables they like inside of it, you know, like blanch up some broccoli and chop it up and throw it in there. You know, you can dip it in any kind of sweet and sour sauce. Oh, this one's so fancy. What do you see? All right. I'm so happy. One more. This one's been sitting on my tray so long, it's practically disappeared. So let's see if we can get it to work. And then we're going to start with our fruit ones. How about that? Okay, so let's throw down again maybe a couple little pieces of cilantro. I'm going to just put a couple because I'm not a huge cilantro fan, but I can take it in small doses. You know, so we'll grab our noodles again. You don't have to use the noodles if you don't want to. You know, it's just a filler. And some people I've seen use thick white rice noodles. We prepare them the same way, just in hot water until they're like firm enough and beautiful enough to use. Thank you, John. I am not a trained chef, though. I am just a housewife kitchen chef who has a great auntie with cool recipes who's always shared them with me, not kept them a secret. And now I get to share them with all of you. All right, so what are we going to do here? I think we're going to do another chicken. I'm going to just put it across that lovely cilantro. We're going to wrap up our fun stuff in our lettuce. Ooh, this one's been sitting there for a while, but look, I'm going to work it. I'm going to make it work. These things rarely rip on me. And I'm remembering this now as I put this one together. If you're just patient with them and just go slow, you can really fuck some shit up with these. You can impress your neighbors and friends. And you'll get better and better at rolling them. How pretty is that? All right. So, here's what we've made today. These are our lovely, what can I say? Savory spring rolls. I suppose I'm going to have to bite the bullet and try the dip. Although I'm thinking, look in your drawers. Look in your drawers. You might find what you're looking for. Look at this. I got plum sauce. Ooh, ooh. Junk drawer saves the day. Junk drawer saves the day. Thank you, Chinese takeout. This is delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and try one for you. And I choose plum sauce because that's the kind of sauce I like on it. I'm afraid to taste my peanut sauce because it needs more peanut butter. But I'll get to it and I'll tell you later how it is. I'll tell you later. But let's try the pork one. Joseph, would you like to come in and try as well? Yeah, babe, are you camera ready? That's right. It tastes like it came from a restaurant.
We'll be in a moment.
Oh, okay, honey. I'm looking at the inside. It's fancy as fuck. I feel fancy as fuck. Gotta refrigerate them. All right. This is good. Those are good. Now let's work on let's get some quick savory ones, or excuse me, our dessert ones out of the way. I'll let you guys take a peek at Mitch and his friend. You guys can name Mitch's friend as well. Came in here. Come to my coconut. Oh yeah, come on over. So Joe is gonna let you know what he thinks. If you want to try the peanut dip, you're welcome to it. It needs more peanut butter though, for sure. Which is not in my reach. This is my husband Joe, everybody.
Ooh.
Woo.
Should I have a brand new one?
Have whatever you want.
Oh my. Okay, let's taste it.
Have it, have it, have it.
Ooh. That's good.
I told you so. Hi.
I love it.
All right, so what are we going to put in our sweet desserts?
Thank you. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, enjoy it. Thank you for giving your opinion. We're going to put some shredded coconut. We're going to put some lemon pound cake that I just bought from the store. We're going to put some strawberries. We're going to put some bananas. These are the fruits I have on hand. So this is what we're going to use. You know, I have a mango, but I don't want to fuck with a mango right now because I didn't slice it. And a mango's a bitch to slice. We all know that. All right, so I'm going to just slice my banana in half. We're going to kind of use the banana like our cucumber, you know. We want to just slice it into slices, you know, like make it nice long slices. Kind of do it straight as you can. Let's get that out of the way. Let's kind of get that off. Get our rice paper ready. I'm going to break off a piece of lemon pound cake, okay? Wait till you see how this is going to come together. It is going to be so good. And your kids are going to get tricked into eating healthy fruit. I bought a little chocolate sauce to dip these in, but you don't have to dip them in anything. You can make like a sweet cream cheese and put that in the filling if you want. You know, if you feel like doing all that super fancy shit. So here we go. Set that down. My beautiful sous chef, my husband Joe, he sliced these strawberries nice and thin and left a little of the green on them. The green is edible. Wash them good. We're going to put them down here in the middle to make it look pretty, okay? We ain't gonna fuck with no lettuce basket because nobody wants lettuce with your fucking strawberries and pound cake. We're gonna put some pound cake on, okay? We're gonna throw a banana up on this bitch, okay? And I'm gonna take a little bit, maybe 2 more strawberries in there, you know? Cut this one up in half. All right. To mock those noodles a little bit, just for fun. Ooh, yum. The munchies are setting in. Use goofball. Okay, so there's a little coconut. All right. All right. I could say that this one probably could have been soaked a little longer, you'll start to get the feel for them and you'll know when that happens. But it's okay because it should come together. I've got fruit in it. The fruit is wet. It will help soften this up. Okay, so OMG, would you? Lorraine, doesn't that look delicious? Holy shit. All right, I'm gonna set it to the side. We're gonna make one more dessert one. What time have we got here? We got about 12:33, and I can maybe answer some questions. And then I wanna remind you guys, please send me what you like to bitch about. I wanna include you in my theme song. I want to air your grievances for you every single week so you never have to do it again and you can let that shit go. Every week you're gonna hear me say, oh my God, my mom's a fucking bitch. And then you're gonna be like, yeah, but now that Missy's singing about it, now that Ruby's singing about it, I don't have to think about that anymore. See? Oh shit, I broke one. Well, you know, they break. Like I said, a dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. It ain't no big whoop. That's a broken one too. That's a broken one too. Sometimes they just come broken. Did you like it? Was that peanut sauce spicy from all that garlic? It definitely needs more peanut butter. I like that you're commenting through the thing, but you're just in the next room. Okay, I'm gonna soak this one in a little extra minute. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna do like a little strawberry again. You could put mint in the top of this, you know, if you've got a mint plant. This year I'm not growing any mint. And it's a damn shame, I tell you, because normally I grow a huge mint plant, but not this year. So I've got my strawberries and my bananas in this one. Let me get myself a nice little chunk of this lemon pound cake. You could use chocolate. You could use whatever kind you want. What's up, Rory? No, it's still going. It's still going. The live is still going, and it's almost completed, as a matter of fact. So you're just in time, Rory, and I'll go over what I made again. For anyone tuning in late, while I've got a few minutes and my mind is clear, I'd like to just thank once again everybody in the Cosmos universe for helping me get this going and suggesting in the first place that I do this at all. A little bit of coconut on there. And thanks again to John and Renee for directing and producing. And I'm sorry, I'm bad with all these things. This is all new to me. Normally I just go live and play my ukulele and sing songs, and I cook alone. I cook alone. When you can ask my family, I'm always alone in the kitchen, and not because I don't want people in here. I just tend to just work really well alone in the kitchen, and I'm a bitch in the kitchen, hence the name of the show. So here's another one, all right? What am I gonna say? Ooh, Facebook user, send me some of that shit. You can send it to the P.O. box. Send me some of your herbs. All you gotta do is wrap them in a little bit of wet paper towels in a bag, and you can ship that shit to me. I love plants. If you send me herbs, I'll use them in my recipes, by the way. All right, so here we go. This one turned out fucking excellent. Give me a second here. I want to grab my chocolate sauce. I just grabbed this generic shit. Oh, of course it's got a fucking nose in it. Did it look good? Thank you. I know I want to eat it right now. Come in here and try it with me. Don't forget to tune in tonight, you guys, at 10 o'clock on Cosmos. We're going to be playing a game show called Would You Rather. There's a bunch of characters that are going to be joining us. I'm going to be on it.
Oh my.
And it should be a fun damn time. That is 10 o'clock Eastern. Okay, do you want it?
I think everyone's like a little jelly.
I don't have anything nasty to try this week. There was nothing. A little drip.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my. This is the first time having these.
Ooh.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, really good.
You know how that mochi shit is real popular nowadays?
Mm.
These rice wrappers are kind of like a very thin version of that mochi that goes around the ice cream. Oh my God. This is hands down the most fun and delicious dessert I've ever had. I'm not kidding. I cook alone with nobody else. Exactly, Rory. Anyways, it sticks to your hands a little bit, but as they're in the refrigerator, they do kind of firm up and they're easier to transport. You definitely want to put some kind of wax paper between these or parchment paper if you're stacking them, because they'll just stick together and they'll fucking rip and you'll have shit all over the place and all that work would have been for nothing. I am going to start to peace out here unless anybody has any questions that they need answered. This thing is delicious. I'm telling you, kids will like eating it because it's got that weird rice paper rubbery texture on the outside, but then it's got that cake, the strawberries, all that jazz. So don't forget, you guys, to tune in tonight later on, just where you're watching me right now. You're gonna see a bunch of Cosmos fun people getting together doing a game show called Would You Rather. I don't know anything about the game show. I signed up for it because I really love game shows. I love Press Your Luck. That's my favorite. Just in case you wanted to know. The P.O. Box again is P.O. Box 207, Gilbert's, Illinois 60136. Send me whatever you want me to try. I'm afraid of certain things. Most of you know what they are. Don't try to kill me. But I love trying. I used to be a taste tester, so I do love to give my opinion on it also. Anyway, I think you guys are rad. Thanks for showing up. Thanks again to everybody at Cosmos and Dennis Barnett for providing this space and helping me get the show off the ground and to your kitchens. And I hope you enjoy bitching in the kitchen with me today. Don't forget to send me all of your grievances. I'm in my theme.